Ну, здорово. Какими
Oh, for fuck's sake. Wrong option. Okay, here we go.
Найдешь артефакты? Заглядывай, посмотрим.
So we're in a bit of a pickle here. In that I don't have any ammunition for my rifle. Because, in all my wisdom, I assumed I'd be able to buy some.
Если нужно что, спрашивай у главного.
And I can't. So, yeah, this is going to be interesting. I'm going to have to find some 7.62x54, and I'm basically down to a pistol at the moment. Unfortunately as well, 7.62x54 is not exactly the most common ammunition to come by, so that should be interesting. I managed to break my Call of Chernobyl install after the last stream, trying to mess around with some files because I forgot to back it up. I got distracted. It's fixed now. You may notice a couple things are a little different. I think I've got all the plugins installed that I used to have. I think I've actually got a slightly higher field of view than I had. I assumed I had like 80 or 85 degrees, which is what I usually go with in games. It was actually closer to about 70. So yeah, we're sitting on, I think, about 85 now. Might as well put that away. Not much point waving a pistol in people's faces. So, the thing is as well, I can't remember how the traders work in Call of Chernobyl. I think I have to like level up with the traders somehow to be able to buy better equipment. So, I'm currently at a loss to figure out how to get 7.62x54 out of them or a Receiver Suit. Because both of those things seem like higher level items that I can't currently buy. So I've got a quest to go clear that area of mutants. What I might do, I might head over towards...
Ты что-то хотел?
Okay. He's not going to come with me.
Вон старший
I
стоит.
was going to see
Так
if I
ты
could
к
get
нему
him to come with
обращайся.
me and head over to the sawmill and clear that out, because some of the zombies there might have ammo I need, but maybe not. It's the quality I came for, I know, right? It's fucking best quality. Absolute scuffed stream. I'm running out of things to break at this point. I'm wondering what it'll be next. I've also got a hard drive. It's one of my externals, which I use mostly for mods and stuff, like downloaded mods. So it's not like critical to have it working, but it would help. For some reason my PC doesn't recognize it, but my dad's old laptop does, and I cannot work it out. So yeah, scuffed stream. Highly scuffed. Arguably the most scuffed you'll find on Twitch. So yeah, because of the ammunition situation, I'm presently running around with a GSH-18 as like my sole weapon, unless I want to throw my SVU at them, which I guess I could. Ron Smoolin has 1080p, 60 FPS somehow. Yeah, well, you know, we can work on that. I think I've already dealt with the controller that lives under this farm. I think. Pretty sure I did that on stream at some point. Yeah, exactly. That is a good motto. That is a really good motto. Oh. That was a big freeze. See, I still get huge freezes out of this game, even though it shouldn't be. I don't know what it is. They're not too bad. I think it's when it goes to load part of a, like a world map, part of a level. It probably also doesn't help that I've got Stalker and Mutant Density cranked all the way up for both of them, but still. It shouldn't be freezing like that. Not on my PC. Like, my PC is not the greatest, but it's modern enough that it should be able to run Stalker on absolute maximum settings with no issues. I mean, I used to be able to run Call of Pripyat on my fucking, at this point, 10-year-old laptop. Well, actually 11-year-old laptop, so... shouldn't have too much issue on here. Yeah, I mean, I upgrade things as either they break or somebody who I know has a spare part kicking around that I don't need to radically change my PC to install. Like, for instance, a friend of mine offered me I believe it was a better video card than what I actually bought myself, but I turned it down because at the time it wouldn't have fit inside my case. I would have to get a new case and rebuild my PC, and I just could not be bothered, so... there's a lot of that with my PC. Like, the reason my Windows install is so scuffed, and the reason I think I've been having hard drive problems, is because this is a 6-year-old Windows 7 install. I am so averse to effort that the only time I reinstall Windows is if my Windows totally fucks up and I have to reinstall it to get the PC to work, or like if I get a new drive or something, or, you know, like something like that. I've configured it to be comfortable for me, and if I reinstall it, that's gonna fuck all my settings up, let alone if I upgrade to Windows 10, which I do need to do, but I'm still dreading. Current running plan is sell a Jeep for computer parts. Oh jeez. Just make sure the curse of the Jeep doesn't carry across to the computer as well. There should be zombies here. Why are there not zombies here? What the fuck? I mean, I know I already cleared them out once, but that was quite a while ago. And I believe there's a bloodsucker that tends to hang around up here, and I'm worried that's what this mission actually is, to go clear the fucking bloodsucker out. Which is going to be great with a pistol. Had a GPU failure right during the height of the Bitcoin craze, which is great. Oh man, that fucking sucks. It was back in 2008 when I first moved out. I was doing my standard thing of having the side of the PC case off so it could actually, like, not turn into an oven and boil itself. Which I still do, and my PC is full of dust and crap, and I need to clean it out really badly, but it's that, or it cooks itself because I don't have enough cooling fans and the airflow inside the case is fucked. But anyway, I had a cup of tea, and I managed to somehow, I don't know what happened, I guess I might have got a bit enthusiastic picking it up off the desk. I somehow yeeted my tea over the side of the desk, and it went straight into my PC and soaked my video card while my PC was on. And I started getting, like, obviously my PC did not like this, and I started getting, like, the most fucked up artifacting across the screen, and I thought, oh no, I've just ruined my video card, I'm flat broke, I will never be able to replace this. As it happens, all I had to do was shut the PC down, dry it off with some paper towel, and turn it back on, and it was fine. It was like, there was nothing wrong with it. So there you go. Now, is this what I have to kill? I don't think so, but... oh, that's 2 of them. Yeah, this is what I have to kill, I guess. Here was me thinking I was going to be fighting something actually scary. Fuck do you think you're going? GG. Easy. It's like that episode of Chernobyl. I will have to see that at some point. I'm just not sure how I'm going to do it. I don't have, like, any TV streaming services. I don't have HBO, I don't have Netflix, I don't even have fucking Foxtel. Like, I have nothing. I don't even really watch TV much anymore, to be honest. Like, if I'm looking for something to just put on and watch, I'll usually watch somebody on Twitch, or I'll watch something on YouTube, or I'll play a game. Most of what you can get on free-to-air TV here is pretty fucking rubbish anyway, to be honest. I really don't know where I'm going to find 762 here. I might have to go all the way back to Jupiter for it. Which, I mean, I was going to go back to Jupiter anyway, so that's a fair cop, but it's just a long way to travel with no primary weapon. Well, effectively, no primary weapon. Oh, hello. Don't even think about it. See if I can find a decent artifact up here. I think there is one. Yeah, there is. Usually if you see something triggering an anomaly like that, it means there's an artifact there. It's just a case of finding it. Oh my god, can I pick it up? Okay, so I need to turn the AoE pickup back on. Because without it, holy shit. Fuck that. I think that's what I need. It might be... Actually, it might have just not been that. It might have been me being clumsy, but... I couldn't get the thing to pick it up. Oh, shit. Ow, ow. Able to get into Stalker. I've always really enjoyed it, but I kind of play it for a while and binge out on it and then go away for a few years and come back. I guess the problem is with Stalker that it is a very linear game and it's very much built around its story, and so once you've finished it once or twice, it's difficult to find the motivation to come back and play it again. Like, I love the world, I love the setting, it's a great world, but because it is so heavily built around that storyline and so heavily paced around it, it's difficult to really keep replaying it. So that's, you know, that's kind of why Call of Chernobyl is such a nice thing to have. It's still kind of limited in that, you know, there's not a great amount to do outside of the side quests, but at least it lets you explore the game's full sort of world at your own pace, more or less. What I'd really like is something with an actual open, continuous world, you know, like what people are trying to do with the various multiplayer projects, but I don't think we'll ever see one that's completed to a playable standard that doesn't either kind of just die off or run from a fucking Pentium 2 in Russia with shit performance or something like that. Excuse me. Like, I feel like Stalker's really kind of an untapped resource. In a lot of ways. And I know that, oh, hello. Should probably buy... Actually, no, I've got enough food.
Будет чего интересного, заходи.
It's also, the Stalker setting is pretty popular with a lot of role players and stuff, I know that much, but... It's kind of like Half-Life 2 for me. It's one of those games that I enjoy primarily because of the setting, not necessarily because of the gameplay. Although, like, the gameplay in Stalker is not bad. The combat is not polished, like, at all. Just hold up here for a sec. See, if I did have ammo for the rifle, I'd go check out stuff like the antenna complex. Because that's pretty interesting to poke around, but I'm pretty sure there's bloodsuckers in there, so I don't really want to go there with just a pistol. It seems like a good way to get myself killed in a very unpleasant way. I might go up through the ranger station here, actually. So we'll clear this out. If there's any enemy in there, there might not be, because I saw a bunch of Clear Sky guys headed up there earlier. They might have occupied it. And then I'll head towards the water treatment plant, which is usually occupied by the mercs, but quite often there's zombies in that. And I'm hoping because of that, there might be some ammo kicking around, because I can't buy it off Al. I thought I could, but apparently not. Yeah, no, he doesn't sell 7.62 by 54, or at least not yet. There's some hocus pocus going on with the trader lists where technically it's in his inventory to be sold. See, this is the problem. It's been so long since I modded Stalker, I forgot the way that the LTX files are laid out. There's a number, like there's a value before the actual buy and sell values, and I think that number is like a certain level you have to achieve with that trader to get him to sell that. But I don't know what triggers that. Like, I don't know how you get that level. It might be like a loyalty level to his faction or something. But as a loner, that's going to be hard for me to get anyway. So, like, I think the only faction that are technically my actual friends right now are the mercs. So I'd have to go all the way out to the Dead City to trade with them. And even then, quite often when traders do sell things like that, it's in very limited quantities. Oh, hello, this is enemy. We'll just quick save here. Oh, it's a zombie. Probably these guys aren't going to have what I need, but it's worth checking anyway. Whoops. See, this is a problem if I turn on AoE pickup on, it just starts hoovering shit up. I don't want to hoover stuff up, I just want to be able to pick things up without having to look directly into them, because it's really irritating. And I don't want to have to, like, for instance, I could try picking up the MP5 and just using that as a throwaway weapon, but I don't really want to do that. I think this is clear now. So okay, one of the things I was going to do, and this is how I ended up breaking my install, was I wanted to get into the actor LTX file and edit the movement speed, and the weight limit, like the weight carriage limit. I realized that Call of Chernobyl 1.5 doesn't actually have those files because they're all compressed. It doesn't even have a game data folder by default. The only reason I have one is because Arsenal Overhaul adds it. So instead of doing the intelligent thing and getting the actual program that allows me to decompress the files, edit the LTX, and then recompress them, your boy here found an add-on mod for Call of Chernobyl, which seemed to be compatible with 1.5, and installed it over the fucking game folder without thinking to back it up, and broke it because apparently it wasn't compatible with 1.5 because there was quite a huge difference in the way that Call of Chernobyl handled its file structure between 1.4 and 1.5. So yeah, that's why I broke my game. It is now fixed, but as a result I have no way of editing the actor LTX, so I'm probably going to have to get whatever the fuck it is I need to decompress the file, edit it, recompress it, see how we go, because basically what I want to do is, I don't like the fact that I have to hold shift to walk. Like, I don't like the fact that I'm basically on always on a jog speed. Now, ideally, in a perfect world, I'd either have a button toggle that allows me to switch between speeds, like, say, that the 3D Fallout games have, or it would be the other way around, where just by default I'd be going walk speed, and then I'd hold shift for jog, and then X for sprint, because, you know, X is the default binding for sprint. I don't know how to do that. It probably takes a fair amount of scripting if it can even be done. It might even be hard-coded, honestly. The way it's structured in the LTX file makes me think it might be. So, what I was going to do is actually basically take the... So the way it works is you've got your basic walking speed, then you've got a modifier, like a multiplier for jog speed, and then another multiplier which multiplies both of them for your sprint speed. So what I was going to do is just kill the modifier totally on the jog speed, set it to 1. So I'd be moving at walk speed unless I hit sprint, and I was going to change my sprint key to, or change my sprint coefficient to be more in line with, like, kind of halfway between my current speed, the jog speed, and the actual sprint speed. And I was also going to lower the maximum weight carried by a bit, so I'd mostly be kind of trying to stay below 35 kilograms. And then I was going to try playing with some of the trader lists too. Is this place empty? I don't think I've ever seen this place empty before. That's weird. That's really weird. Normally there'd be mercs here. Like, a lot of mercs. I'm bamboozled as to why they might not be here. There's not even any zombies here. It's just dead. Rip. Alright, well, I guess I'm just going to pass straight on through to Jupiter then. So much for that idea. One of the other things I was going to do is probably look at some of the stamina drain rates. Is that something there, or is that a bush? No, it's a bush. It's a shame that the other mod I was going to try and install doesn't actually work with 1.5 because it introduced a lot of features from SWAT's mod that I liked. Like being able to loot suits off of, or having a percentage chance to loot suits off enemies, and also picking up money from dead enemies. That was a big one that SWAT's mod had that I really liked, and I don't know why Call of Chernobyl didn't include it. Okay, I've already searched these 3 guys. They were here last time I was here. Just sprinting through water, because that's how this works, right? I'm like fucking knee deep here. Doesn't slow me down at all. I'm gonna try and get to Yanov Station as quickly as possible, because being in Jupiter with only a pistol is not a good way to survive. Really need rifle ammo. There's a lot of characters that I really wish were traders as well. Like, I don't think Trapper is one, but he should be, in my opinion. And he should sell higher-end weaponry. Or even if they made, you know, Hawaiian sort of your general trader in Yanov, and then they made Trapper the actual weapons trader, that would work too. Very ominous. Now there's probably going to be zombies in that little cluster of trailers over there. Oh, okay. No wonder my stamina's so bad. The energy recovery bonus off the Heart of the Oasis is cancelled out by the droplets. At least I got some artifacts to sell now. If I can't find a reliable source of 7.62, I might just hold on to the AK a little longer as my kind of do-everything rifle, and then switch over once I do find a steady source. Like, I might even have to go to Pripyat to get my usual Pripyat loadout, which I'm not real happy about. Friendly. I mean, having said that, there's nothing wrong with just taking an AK and a sunrise suit to Pripyat. You can do it, like, it's not a big deal, but I prefer to have the better gear when I go there. Just makes me a little more self-sufficient. Makes things a little less risky. Alright. Hello, Hawaiian. Please tell me you have the ammo I need. You don't have any ammunition at all. What the fuck? I think I may have broken the trader list somehow. Yeah, he won't trade.
Ну не пуха.
Shit. Yeah, I think I've broken the trader lists.
Эй,
I
Сталкер,
don't even
с
know
чем
how,
пожаловал?
because I haven't done anything to them. I mean, here we go. He's got some weapons, but he hasn't got what I need. Shit. I might have missed one of the mods that I had installed before. I can't remember. Well, I'll sell that. A couple things I can sell at least. By a couple, I mean literally 2. That's fucking annoying. Alright, well, we're gonna swap our rifles then, for now. And I'll just start hoarding all the 7.62 ammunition I can find. Should probably do the same with the 9x39. Okay. But see, that's already 42 kilos worth of gear. It's quite a lot. That is a lot of weight. Okay. Well, we'll put the KS-23 back in the stash, just because I don't have any extra ammunition for it. I've only got the, what, 2, 3, 4 shells that are in it. I don't think I can even put these... I can put PDAs in there, but I can't put the documents in there. The documents are quite heavy from memory. Maybe not. I thought they were heavy. Just trying to figure out where all this weight is coming from. I guess it's coming... Some of it would be coming from the meds, maybe. Probably most of it's just coming from my suit. And my 5.5 kilo AK. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that would also be doing it. Okay, well, since I can't seem to find a source of ammo, we're gonna go down and might check out this area, that train tunnel there, and then head into the Jupiter Underground. We'll just go through that now into Pripyat, and we'll see what we can find in Pripyat itself. Did I remember to pick up my grenade? No, I didn't. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. We'll save that one for later. So I'll play this for a bit, and then I'll play some DCS. Or attempt to play some DCS with my broken rudder pedals. Go around the outside of this anomaly field, I think. Up here. Well, something else as well, but there's bandits because they're the ones reporting the gunfire. There we go. Down there. Might go peruse whatever's happening down there before I go into the tunnel. Oh shit! Monolith! Ow! Yeah, that totally wouldn't have broken my leg or anything, right? Actually tempted to use one of my smoke grenades. I don't think I've ever used one in this before. Curious if they actually work and what they look like and all that, you know. Okay, that's a map there. guy's got some decent loot. But see, I'd love to be able to take his suit. This guy's up here too. We will see her. Okay, he's friendly.
Извиняй, конечно, но тебе оно все уже бесплатно.
Oh, are they getting in from... Is there a gap in the fence behind there? Is that where they're coming from, maybe?
Не высовываться.
No. I guess this is just a spawn point.
Похоже, всех завалили. Все, отбой.
Чего тебе?
Weird.
Вообще. А что, очень даже неплохо.
Какие новости, сталкер?
Oh, this man has the ammo I need. Probably won't trade it with me, though. No, he will. Let's buy that. I'll start hoarding it wherever I can find it.
Не расходиться, ждем.
What do these guys got?
Чуваки, спокойно. Ждем врага. Вот и все. Дышим глубже.
Oh, fuck! They're all shooting each other. I didn't
Привет,
realize they're
брат.
from opposite factions. We got some zombies. Let's go around hoovering up after this.
Гуляйте вы.
Totally legit gameplay, just, you know,
Никуда от меня не денешься.
waiting for guys to kill each other and taking their shit. Probably not much point selling these, to be honest. How much money do I have? Enough. Just don't want to get in the way and get shot. Wonder what the AVT's worth.
Очень даже неплохо.
Actually, the AVT's unique, I think. I might sell it.
Тебе кранты, ясно? Я до тебя доберусь.
I forgot that Clear Sky and Judy don't like each other very much. Just zip across here during a break in the fire. That's probably worth a bit. Holy fuck, it's a massacre. Those bodies are already there. Oh shit, that's worth a bit. We'll take that. Fucking monolith as well. Take that back for my stash. There's another body here. Oh, that's a 545 AEK, I think. 971. Yeah, I want that. We're taking that. And then these were the bodies that were already here. Alright, I'm gonna move before something else respawns in here. Kind of cheesy, but you know, whatever.
Ты это,
This
не
guy's lagging out,
безобразничай.
obviously.
Ствол спрячь, а?
But yeah, so that's a decent haul. And I've finally got some 7.62. Not a lot, but some. Oh shit. Who are you? They're friendly. Yeah, they're friendly.
Мужик, ты оружие-то спрячь.
Hang on, what weapons they got? AK... E7... Is that a G36? Yeah, nothing I need to worry about. So I'm gonna go back and drop this shit off at Jupiter and sell the weapons, and then I will go to the tunnel, I guess. I just don't want to be lugging, you know, what, 65 kilos worth of weapons around when I go in there. That's not a real good idea. Ooh. This is probably where I walk into a monolith patrol and lose all my shit. Maybe not. Oof. Yeah, they must be down there. Okay, well, not my problem. I'm dead. Ah, fucking boars. Okay, well, we'll go around them. It's kind of one virtue of the MP7 I was carrying before, is I could actually hose them when they got close to me like that, whereas with a pistol it's a bit harder. That's why I do carry the KS-23 sometimes, especially for Pripyat. It just makes it easier to deal with shit like that. Oh, hello. I love when the weather abruptly changes when you load a save. It's great. Not sure why it does that. I think it's something to do with the way that atmosphere works. I think it kind of re-rolls every time you either enter a game area or load a save. I do have some Hercules. I could use that to just sprint over there, I guess, but I want to save that. I might need it later. Someone sees me. Might have been from up at that checkpoint. I did get kind of close to it. Really fucking tired today. I woke up like 2:30 this morning, I think it was, something like that. So it's not even like I should be falling asleep at this point, but I'm just really, really tired.
Aloha!
Hi. Do you sell ammo now? No, you don't. Wow, he won't even buy weapons. What in the fuck? Oh, maybe I did modify the Trader LTXs. Yikes.
Что скажешь, брат?
I might have to do some tweaking later, because this is going to really mess with things. Wait. I did set it so that traders would buy weapons at any condition. They just scale the price based on the condition of the weapons, so I think I've got some LTXs to fix. So for those that don't know, a lot of Stalker's scripting side of things is done via... It's a .ltx, it's basically a script you can open in like Notepad or whatever and fuck with, so... what I'm gonna do is I'll stash all of this. I will go get the AEK fixed, so I'm gonna keep that, and then I think I'm gonna actually quit the game for now. I might switch to DCS, and later on after stream I will fix what's going on with the traders here, because this is gonna really fuck with my gameplay.
А, привет!
Needs additional tools. Does Nitro not even have basic tools yet? I thought I got him advanced tools. Alright, so we can't do that, so we're going to put the AK down here in my stash, and I'll get that fixed later. Get it modified later. Just so I don't accidentally sell the damn thing. I'll pick this up. And I think we are good. So I'm gonna save the game, and I'll fix those files up later so that I can actually trade properly. And I might do a bit of poking around and see if I can find that program that lets me extract all the other ones I need. And now, just get everything set up and I'll do some DCS, I think. Don't know what I'm going to do on DCS, but we'll find something. All right. broken pedal is going to be such a fucking pain. Try and figure out where it needs to sit to actually be in the track. It's way out of it now. I'm basically going to have to really do most of the pedal work with my right foot and kind of follow with my left, because it's split into two separate parts. So the left pedal is no longer connected to the actual pivot point. Just make sure that all this is set up. Cold War will be empty, yep. Just Dogfight is empty. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Both empty. Holy fuck, okay. Well, that server's packed, but we'll jump in there anyway. Need to get some music going. I really do need to have more stuff for this playlist. The problem is I've got to find stuff that's not going to get the VOD muted, because unfortunately if that happens, it happens before I can export to YouTube. So when the video goes up on YouTube, it also has muted audio, which I don't like. And then there's a whole separate set of songs which will get it blocked on YouTube. So that's great fun. This is loading quickly today, relatively speaking. start with the SU-27 today. And then wait a century or two for the map to actually load in. Fun fact about DCS, by the way, the F10 map is fully rendered in 3D, including the text. The text doesn't render like normal text, it's actually each individual letter and number is rendered in as a fucking object in the world. For reasons that are only known to Eastern European software programmers. The actual terrain is rendered. That's why when you can see the edge of a load zone, it's all jaggy. It's because it's actually loading the terrain in 3D. Which is also why the contour lines can look a bit janky when you zoom right in. On top of that, if we find an area where the trees have actually loaded in, if I zoom all the way in, once the trees render, you'll be able to see the leaves swaying in the wind. I don't know if you can pick it up, it's just the slightest movement, but they are moving, because they render in 3D, in the map, because... Which is why the F10 map takes forever to load, and a good chunk of the reason why the game doesn't run the best. Like, look at this shit. Each one of these trees on the F10 map is rendering in 3D. Cockpit textures haven't loaded yet, obviously. Back to the winter map as well. Interesting. Tawny's on here. How's he going? He's not having the best day by the looks of it. That's alright, I probably won't either. Especially now that my maneuvering ability is somewhat handicapped. Oh god, I gotta make a left turn right out of the gate here as well. This should be fun. So I'm gonna probably end up mostly pulling on my right pedal instead of pushing on my left, if that makes sense. I think that's gonna be basically my only option here. And I don't have toe braking. Seems the winter map does run a little bit better, I guess because of the lack of grass. Just a little. Still get the odd stutter. Ooh. Some big craters there. Someone had a whoopsie. Steer well clear of that. Oh shit, there's more. I love when people manage to crater the fucking taxiway right where you need to go. It's great. Don't even know how you would achieve that, but some people are, you know, real high achievers, I guess. Oh my god, what is this clusterfuck going on down there? I think someone's about to try and take off down the runway the wrong way. So I have to watch for that. Yep, looks like that's exactly what he's doing. Bullets on here as well. Okay, I guess he's going the other way. I can't tell. I think he's taking off down the other end. Yep. Okay, we're good.
Взлет запрещаю. 107. Латиния. Взлет по готовности. Отход по схеме на 300. По давлению 7,1,2,48.
If I could just trim this thing out, that would be wonderful. free ship coming out after me. I don't really want any of that. Actually, I think that might have been 4. So I really don't want that. Pretty sure they know I'm here. And I may actually have been better off staying further to the north, because the land gets a bit too flat out here, really. Let's see. I might get away with it, but I'm not real optimistic at the moment. Already locked me. Go right. Got that one. Where's his mate? Shit, he's right in on my tail. Lost sight of him. lost a lot of speed in that turn. Still losing speed. Come on. Come on. Gotcha! Ha ha ha! Suck shit. Toxic player. That's 2 of them, I think. Yep. 2 of them. Both with R-73s. And all of my missiles fired off my left wing. Good meme. So I'm now really heavy on my right side. I might see if I can pop some cheeky well, not long range, but some cheeky ERs and ETs off of someone, and then RTB. I don't want to get too close here. I'm active radar at the moment because, honestly, at this point, who cares? They know I'm here. I've already killed 1 guy. Well, 2 guys. Correction. Numbers are hard. So I got 1 coming in off my nose. Can't see him yet on radar. There he is. Come on. Come on. Broke lock. But I really need to get away from his missiles. He's gonna be real close. Ah, he got me. Did I get him? I think we got each other. Maybe? No. My missiles must have gone for his flares. Got a little greedy there. Oh well. 2 in the first flight. I'll take it. With a broken set of rudder pedals. Yeah, didn't get him. Wait, did I hit the cancel button? Yeah, I must have.
Перезарядка по плану. Прием.
I probably should have RTB'd after that second kill, to be honest. That was a really risky engagement, that third one. I let him get way too close to me over a mountain. By the time I locked him, I didn't have much ability to get away. What did he get me with? A 9x, I think it was. It would have been at that range, probably a 9x. And they're very hard to get away from. I need to actually also bind something to release chaff and flares. I think I might switch one of my buttons around, or one of my switches around. Maybe change my current radar and electro-optical on-off switch, change that to maybe the pinky switch on my throttle, even though that's kind of inconvenient, and then just use the boat switch, or the China hat rather, as the countermeasures. I don't know. Or I could use, I guess, the yeah, I could use the fun hat. That's what I might do. I won't do it right now, but I might rebind that later for the SU-27 and all the MiG-29s and the SU-33 and all that.
Один, 0, 7. Латиния. Разрешаю руление на полосу 3-1.
Hold on. I do actually wonder... Yeah, no, okay, so it is based on the pivot. I was trying to work out, because I don't know. I'm gonna have to fix these pedals one way or another, because I can't afford to replace them at the moment. But it's gonna be really difficult flying with them like this. Gotta remember there's a crater here on the taxiway as well. Nice big crater. Oh, Tawny's got himself a couple kills. I'll see if I can find him. Crash his stream by shooting him down, maybe.
Один, 0, 7. Взлет запрещаю. 1, 0, 7. Латиния. Взлет по готовности. Отход по схеме на 300. По давлению 7, 1, 2,4, 8.
Being locked on the ground, wonderful. Interesting, there's a friendly right here which AWACS isn't picking up or isn't putting through the data link. It's literally right under the AWACS. You'd think it would see him. of teammates hanging around me. They're gonna know I'm coming. Again, it's a bit flat out here. I should probably be going either further south or staying right on the sort of northern edge of the foothills. But there's enough friendlies around that I might get away with it, because I'll distract these guys. Starting to close on these guys a bit. One off the nose. With his jammer on as well, because of course. Okay, I'm getting locked. Do something about that. Or attempt to at least. This guy's getting a bit close. He's got a friend following him up. Try and stay nice and low through this valley. I mean, he probably knows what I'm doing. If I saw a plane disappear into this valley, I would know. That's okay. Speed we can go into vertical scan, pick him up. Is that really him? I swear he was closer than that, but whatever. Definitely enemy. Let's engage for the friendly right now. Oh, I think the friendly just popped him. Yeah, he's doing the death spiral. You can see the smoke coming off of him. But there's another guy coming. Bit of a freeze there. It's right off my nose. Behind this ridge line, so what I'm going to do is try and hook around. He's going to go for that Tomcat most likely. There we go. There he is. Just pick him up. He's straight off the nose now. No, can't get him. It's alright. It's over here somewhere. He might have tracked right into that valley. Turn the radar on. Okay, so I can't find him in that. Turn around again. Oh shit, okay. Had one come up right behind me. Lost him. I'm gonna be in a nose-on merge. Point blank range. There he is. Can't see him, but we'll use vertical scan to lock him. It's down here somewhere. Pretty sure. Can't imagine. Yep, there he is. Oh, he got me. I got too close. It says I killed myself, but no, I definitely saw the 9X come in. And it penalized me a kill because I allegedly killed myself. That's some bullshit. And he wouldn't have got credit for that either, so he's probably mad too. I should have turned and tried to flank him. That was my bad. Very much my bad.
Зарядка по плану. Принял.
Nope, there he goes. Hey Bob, thanks for the raid, dude.
Hello, Rabbit Leader.
Oh, none at all, no. Helps if I turn my nose wheel steering on. Good thing I remember that. Had one relatively successful flight so far and one not so successful. I got too close to an 18 and he got me with a 9x. But oh well. 2 kills on my first flight, and then I got greedy and went for a third and got popped. So for some reason, the Hornet didn't get credit for killing me. It said I killed myself, so it only displays 1 kill for me, but I assure you I've got 2. He was probably pretty mad about that as well, I'd imagine. Oh, look at that, we've got an air show going on.
107. Латиния. Разрешаю руление на полосу 3-1.
So for those that haven't seen me bitching about it in Pom's chat, I managed to break my rudder pedals. My left pedal is just basically floating, kind of free of the pivot at the moment. So I'm doing most of my steering work with my right foot. It's really awkward and janky, but it seems to kind of work, so there's that, I guess. It just makes ground handling even more difficult, because I have to remember to account for the fact that one of the pedals is just floating on the track pretty much. Oops. Guess who forgot to turn their alarm off? Sorry. I'm sure that was loud as fuck. I keep forgetting to turn it off. Like, why did my phone screen just go black? Oh, that's why. So, what with this whole broken rudder thing, I'm probably going to be flying even worse out of balance than I usually am. Because I just cannot be bothered at this point. Oil pump jack? Looks like one. Tawny's still on the server as well, so I want to see if I can kill him. Embarrass him in front of his stream. Probably not going to happen, he'll probably get me, but you know. It's a goal worth trying for. Let's go under this power line. Yeah, getting there slowly. I picked up a couple last time I was playing Stalker, so I feel kind of bad, like they're gonna get really, like, debated by the fact that I mostly do DCS and only occasionally play Stalker these days, but oh well. Who knows, maybe there'll be a big crossover between Stalker and DCS fans. Who the fuck? That's a teammate. Dude, fuck off. I'm so far back on our side of the map. Why are you locking me? That's because you only do DCS, Pom. I'm sure if you did something else, you'd have people come along that were interested in it. Like, my channel used to be pretty much purely World of Tanks and World of Warships. Then it became purely armor. Now it's pretty much just DCS. I might actually do some warships at some point. Maybe next week on stream or over the weekend or something. I've been getting back into that. The Soviet battleships are finally here. It's friendly. I was watching Hellrain's latest video. He's flying the Su-27 on this server, and god, he makes it look so easy. Both the flying and the shooting. Like, I kind of didn't realize just how much I have to catch up on until I watched that, and I was like, man, he operates that thing's radar faster than I can think. Yeah, I know. But he actually gets kills. I will say most of my viewers turn up when I have DCS going, probably because most of my recent followers have been DCS viewers. You know, I get a couple when I play armor with the 345th or something, but I think that's also partly because of the time that we run stuff. But yeah, DCS does seem to be the main pull, which is understandable because it's a it's a really niche game, and so I find a lot of the content that I watch on YouTube these days, game-wise, is DCS. I don't really watch anything else. Twitch, I'm a bit more mixed, but YouTube, it's pretty much all DCS. God, that is a clusterfuck. I don't really want to get involved in that. go around this way. Should probably come off the power grid as well. I'm going to need that fuel. Yeah, I mostly watch documentaries and things like that. I don't really watch channels specifically anymore. I just watch whatever thing's taken my fancy this week. There's a handful of exceptions, like Devin Horner, who does a lot of Strike Fighters 2 Vietnam stuff. He's really good because he talks through the history of the equipment and of the tactics and strategies and so on. So I watch his stuff whenever it comes out, but other than that, it's not really a whole lot of channels that I watch, I guess, for the person themselves. It's mostly just because they do whatever I'm interested in. I can't words very well today. I've been up since like 2 AM, so just a heads up there. I actually find most of the people I watch on Twitch, it's because I'm watching for the streamer rather than necessarily their content. I mean, in your case, it's both. Because you know your shit, and you're fun to watch. But there's a lot of streamers I watch who, like, they don't necessarily play games I'm interested in, or their gameplay is not, like, all that. But, you know, they're fun to kind of hang around in their chat and talk to, and they're entertaining, basically. Because Twitch has kind of replaced TV for me. I don't really watch TV much anymore. Hello, we're getting into it here. Rage quit DCS. Oof. Oh, DDCS. Yeah, that's a big oof. What did you guys do to him? And the lag switch couldn't save him? Kind of funny because my experience of Russians in flight sims has been that a lot of them are very, very, very good at close range stuff. Like, Rise of Flight, the Russians on that game were fucking terrifying. You didn't want to go near them. They were also some of the handful of people I ever saw operate a SOP with Camel without killing themselves. But I have noticed that, I mean, maybe I'm just not going to the right places. It might be different on some of the more serious servers, but from my experience in here, and especially on Just Dogfight, I've kind of come to, and Georgia War from spectating other people on my team, I've come to realize a lot of people in DCS just don't know what to do when they're out of missiles, or when something gets close to them. Like, I think the real winner of that was the fucking F-15 on Georgia War, trying to dogfight with 3 bags, air brake out, and full afterburner. That was a real, like, what the fuck is this guy doing kind of moment. I really should not be flying into this. I really shouldn't be flying into this. I'll catch up on chat properly in a minute. I just don't want to fly myself into the ground here. Okay, which one of these is which? Oh, hello. No, what was that? I want him back. What are you? Your enemy. Oh, Hang on, we got something close left. We'll go for that instead.
Переведи в напор. Переведи в напор.
That is quite close. Now, hopefully it's not a Hornet, or if it is, hopefully he doesn't know how to check his SA page, because boy, he is right on top of me. And we just lost him. I'll sort out my music once I'm out of this mess as well. I think I might need to go active here. Yeah, we'll do it. Oh, there we go. Right off the nose.
Переведи в напор.
Turn the radar back off, because I think he's now being picked up by AWACS. God knows why I can't pick him up on electro-optical. I'll try vertical scan. Oh. Is that him? Might be. Or... Who the fuck is this guy? I'm just glad he doesn't realize I'm here. Can't see. Come on. Oh! There he is. I think it's a fucking A10. He doesn't know, chat. Don't tell him. Splash. Yeah, A10. I really do not envy people that fly ground attack aircraft on this server. I really, really don't. Don't know what that picked up. Okay. Quickly tab out and sort my music. There we go. That's enemy with his jammer on. Got another one close left, okay. I'm really hoping this is another A10 or something, but I don't think I'm going to get that lucky. I really don't. Got a friendly over here as well.
Переведи в напор. Переведи в напор.
Yeah, no, I know, they do. And it doesn't display on the helmet either. Like, you can't see any of the setup, and it's quite a chunky fucking thing. So you'd definitely be able to see it. Hello? It's behind this ridge, I think. It's got his radar on. Oh, there we go.
Переведи в напор. Переведи в напор. Переведи в
Fuck.
напор. Переведи в напор.
Aim 120. Oh, it's the guy that killed me before as well. And I'm probably not going to get him. It's like my missiles missed. God damn it. I should have gone around him. I shouldn't have gone head on like that. That's stupid.
Перезарядка по плану.
Right, now I can catch up. A few Russian language servers, I've dunked on him there too. Yeah, I don't know about DCS, I just know about Rise of Flight and IL-2, and in both of those sims, they were fucking terrifying to deal with. I'm toe-to-toe with a few 51 guys in the Mirage and ACM, held my own pretty well. That said, they know what they're doing. Yeah, I actually need to see if I can, like, I think some of them might stream or put stuff on YouTube, I don't know. I need to see if I can find some of their stuff to watch. I think, actually, Moltar streams, doesn't he? Because I really need to see what somebody who knows what they're doing in this plane looks like. Mr. Admin vs. Admin Night Engagement 2. Faded Red Toy for when he thought he killed me after seeing 3 trash 54s and mistook them as me dying. Nice. Okay, trim. Engines. So yeah, I should have 3 kills listed, but since I allegedly killed myself on one of the flights, it took away one. What actually happened was I got killed by a Hornet with a 9X, but it for some reason said I got myself with my own 73. Actually, he may have hit the 73 as it came off the rail, and then the splash from that killed me. That might have been what it was. I've heard that apparently if that, like, I know that missiles can intercept each other because, I mean, Pom's done it on his channel. For those that didn't see, I made a clip of it. Yeah, like, heaters can intercept each other, but it's quite uncommon, and I'm not sure how it deals with kill credit when it does happen.
Один, 0, 7. Латиния. Разрешаю руление на полосу 3, 1.
Turn radius on the ground now, with no toe brakes and a janky left pedal is so bad. I'm back to the good old days of not being able to turn left. X needs to see the motor because it rejects the low friction level of oncoming air as not a suitable source. Interesting. Also, I totally didn't just go onto the snow there. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that they were derived from missile guidance for phones and not the other way around, because that's the way things usually go, right? So thank you, AIM-9, for my phone camera. No? Really?
Yeah.
107. Взлет запрещаю. 107.
Huh,
Латиния. Взлет по готовности. Отход по схеме на 300. По давлению 7,1,2,4,8.
Как обычно, вылет срочно, снег прижали на шаг точно. Мы летаем денно-ночно, на свой вечный риск и страх. Наношу в планшете метку, там в квадрате, словно в клетке. Задыхается разведка в этих чертовых горах. Нам поставлена задача, хоть еще бы нам удачи. Мы торопимся иначе, там полежит целый взвод.
So here's a fun fact, and this will give you guys an idea of just how rough I am on the rudder, if you can't tell from the way the aircraft handles when I fly it. Not only have I broken my left pedal, but I've actually got a sizable blister on my left heel from ramming it into the back, like stirrup of the pedal. And it's quite uncomfortable every time I try and get my foot set on the pedal, because it catches it right in the worst possible place. Cell plasma. No, I can't give blood. I lived in the UK during the Mad Cow scare. I'm banned from giving blood. I don't even know if I can donate organs. Yeah, the whole having to do advanced fucking trigonometry to actually figure out where the radar dish is pointed is kind of weird. Like, everything else about the system I like, and it's intuitive, it's just the way I have to try and search for things with 3 different sets of controls compared to the American aircraft, where it's pretty much just done for you, is a bit annoying. That's a lot of workload, which I could really do without, put it that way. Like, I spend as much time trying to manage my damn radar as I do flying the plane. Same with the electro-optical sensor. I do still think that having the radar display on the HUD is usually pretty, at least for someone that thinks like me, not everyone's going to like it, but I think it is pretty handy. It stops me having to look down at a screen somewhere in the cockpit. And it also, for me, it allows, it helps cue me onto where the target is a lot quicker than just a sort of top-down screen. I like the symbology as well. It's quick and easy to read. The only issues I have are the actual on-radar icons can get a bit hard to read when they clutter together, so it can get hard to IFF. And the other thing is, when you're being jammed, it becomes a fucking nightmare to pick out anything that's going on through just the haze of contacts appearing on the HUD. just give Hornet radar fixes. They're not going to do that. They're too busy working on the F-16 and probably the next 5 modules after it. I don't even care about the Hornet radar. I want my damn missiles to work properly. Even though, like, something like that's going to make it even harder for me to deal with AMRAAMs because I'm not going to be able to just drive them into the ground anymore. At least then they won't be able to do the same to my missiles because, like, I have missed so many kills on this server because somebody just realized they'd been shot at and dived and the missile went straight into the ground off the rail even though it should have by rights hit them. And shit like that builds bad habits. Like, I don't want to pick up habits based on some really fucked up game mechanic. I'm not going to ever fly one of these things in combat, but still, I'd like to be able to do things the proper way. Which is probably a sentence that most of you guys that have been here before would never think would leave my lips, but there you go. Clusterfuck off the nose. Again, what a surprise. That is jamming, and it's friendly. Here's the thing though, like, the only part of the Eastern ergonomics I don't like is that I have to fiddle-fuck around with the radar so much. Like, the symbology I like. I don't even mind the fact that most of the cockpit is steam gauges. I actually like that. That's easier for me to read than MFDs. But it's just the intensity of having to fiddle around with the radar so much to figure out where the dish is pointed. And the other thing is, my brain has just completely vacated the premises. There was another thing. No, it's gone. It is gone. Oh, right. The lack of... Like, okay, so there's some information I'd like to be on the HUD in more modes. Like, I have no pitch ladder right now. I would like a pitch ladder in BVR. I understand why there isn't one, but I'd like one. And, you know, I'd like a total velocity vector, so I'd have an easier time landing in a crosswind or whatever. Stuff like that. It's just really small quality of life stuff, really. But everything else is fine for me. The ventilator thing. Yeah, I know, it's a bit weird. But, you know, ED quality. That is a mess of planes. I ain't going anywhere near that. I bet you it's like a bugged texture or something that they've just never bothered fixing. The one that vexes me is my MiG-21's radar display. The lock light, the breakaway light, and the overheat light, the ones actually on the radar CRT, don't display. Like, they have never lit up for me. I have never seen them. I didn't even realize that they actually did light up until I watched videos of other people flying the MiG-21. And theirs work, and mine don't. I don't know why. Not with custom cockpit textures, not with the default ones, nothing. They have never worked. It doesn't really matter, because I don't need them. Like, they're lights that are duplicated elsewhere in the cockpit, right? But it would just be nice to have them for a detail. So that radar scope was supposed to be white IRC, not yellow? Dunno. I don't think I've ever actually seen one in operation in real life, like in color. I've seen videos of it in black and white, but I don't think I've ever seen it in color, so I couldn't comment, to be honest. Hello? That's gonna be a friendly. Alright, fuck it, we're going active. I need to not be nose on with those guys. Actually, I need to not be here in general. Their entire fucking team is on top of me. Oh, really? God damn it. Didn't happen. You know why that happened? It's because A, I couldn't see the top of the tree against the snow, and B, because of my stupid fucking broken pedals. I did a really uncoordinated roll, and it just rotted me straight into the tree. Kind of feel like being a piece of shit and taking a Tomcat out, but with not properly working rudders, probably not a good idea. Use pinky switch for rudder? No thanks.
Перезарядка по плану. Прием!
Yeah, I can believe you. So yeah, I've had 3 kills, 2 of them in one flight, 4 deaths. I guess it could be worse. What, the use of the character itself is an abbreviation for laughter? Yeah, but it's not just Russians that do that. Like, basically, a shitload of... I don't want to even say Eastern, because that groups up, like, Russians and Chinese and Koreans and everything in together, which is stupid, but... Oh, no? Okay, no, I thought you were talking about, like, the use of the actual symbol as a shortcut for marking laughter. Because they definitely aren't the only ones that do that. I actually kind of like that system, to be honest, because the number of brackets is a really good indicator of just how hard they're laughing.
107. Латиния. Разрешаю руление на полосу 3-1.
Hello, can I actually get some steering here, please? Oh my fucking god. This thing turns like a boat at the moment. Yeah, that whole incident was a clusterfuck. Like, just why? Why? Definitely have to pick up some, sorry about that, I didn't even think before I did that, pick up some super glue or something, and just see if that will be enough to hold this. I don't think it will, or if it is, I'm gonna have no left toe brake, because I don't want to do what broke it in the first place. So basically what happened was, using the using the pedal itself as a fulcrum, I pretty much sheared the top end of it off, the top end of the base off the bottom end of the base, and the bottom end is where it's connected to the actual rudder crank. So it is very much broken in a difficult way to fix.
Один, 0, 7. Взлет запрещаю. 1, 0, 7. Латиния. Взлет по готовности. Отход по схеме на 300. По давлению 7, 1, 2, запятая 4, 8.
Well, I mean, 90s Russia was going to be screwed no matter what, because the fucking five heads that went in there thinking they could convert the place to a market economy like that, which is just beyond idiotic. I mean, that should have been the warning sign. I'm going to get political with this, oh for fuck's sake. But that really should have been the warning sign for the West of what was going to happen to itself pretty fucking soon. Like, what kind of people they were allowing to run the place. The combination of that, the so-called economic shock therapy, and then the KGB just stealing everything that wasn't bolted down, was what really did them in. Yeah, I know, it's fucking idiotic. Like, especially when you consider that their economy was so radically different to anything the West had, like, experience of. The West had no experience of that kind of economy because they'd never actually had one. So they went in there thinking that they could just magic things into a market economy. Like, the Soviet ruble was basically closer to being a food stamp than it was a fucking currency. And a large part of the reason the Soviet economy stagnated anyway was because the plans started breaking down, because who knew centrally planned economies are a clusterfuck, especially in a country that size. But then when you take an already breaking down system and then you try and turn the whole thing on its head, like, what did they expect was going to happen? Well, I think, like, for a large part, I think the reason it was popular is because it was different.
Переведи в Доплер.
Weird shit. Bro, they paid them in fucking warships. Like, no shit. For a brief moment, Pepsi had one of the most powerful naval fleets on Earth because they fucking got a shitload of Soviet guided missile cruisers or something. Cruisers and destroyers, I think it was. Like, late, sort of like 80s Soviet Union through early 90s Russia is just such a mindfuck. There's so much weird shit that went on.
Переведи в Доплер. Переведи в Доплер.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's what you do when you don't have a real currency. You just drop back to good old-fashioned barter. And what do you have to barter when you're the Soviet Union? Lots of armored vehicles and ships, basically. Because the majority of their consumer goods, not all of them, but the vast majority of their consumer goods wouldn't have been an export success, let's put it that way. So you couldn't use those. Couldn't use any food because well, I suppose you could use grain or something, but most of your food production you would have been using domestically anyway, so you don't want to go trading that away for something else. That is definitely enemy. It'd just be nice if I didn't keep dropping lock on him, holy fuck. That's the friendly he's chasing. Oh, fuck me.
Переведи в Доплер. Переведи в
I'm
Доплер.
gonna totally eat an AMRAM here.
Переведи в Доплер. Переведи в Доплер. Переведи в Доплер. Переведи в Доплер. Переведи в Доплер.
I've got at least 2 of them on me.
Переведи в Доплер. Переведи в Доплер. Переведи
3
в
of them,
Доплер.
in fact.
Переведи в Доплер. Переведи в Доплер.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, he missed me with the 9x.
Атаки. Предельный угол атаки. Предельный угол атаки.
Bye-bye. It's right behind me.
Предельный угол атаки. Предельная перегруз. Предельный угол атаки. Предельная
Yeah,
перегруз.
I'm dead.
Предельный угол атаки.
Yeah, I saw him.
Перегруз.
I know, I just... My track IR jumped, and I lost sight of him. It wouldn't have mattered anyway, he's behind me. But we got one.
Управлять.
I shouldn't have flown into that many planes at once. Bad habit of mine, I keep doing it. I need to somehow teach myself to not do it. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. That's not the one. There we go.
Перезарядка по плану.
I think I've got a migraine coming on, so it might be a short-ish stream today. Well, I say that, I've been going for 2.5 hours already. Alright, catch you later, Pom. Thanks for the raid, man. Might do 1 or 2 more flights and then call it myself. Go have something to eat and a bit of a rest. Might be back on later. We'll see how we go. Yeah, sorry for the short stream, guys, but I am getting a headache, so I should probably do something about that before it turns into a full-blown migraine. I might be back on a bit later tonight, depending when I go to bed. Might do some World of Warships or something. DCS is a bit frustrating with broken equipment, and like the only thing I have now that is not broken, pretty much, is my throttle and stick. And I'm sure that their days are numbered at the rate I'm going. So I think I'll pass you along to somebody else. But I will be doing more DCS stuff again. I just got to work around, you know, pedals. Send you over to Tawny. I think he's still on that server, so you'll be able to see what he's up to. Oh, my actual connection dropped. Okay. Well, I don't know how much of that spiel you guys just got, but I'm going to send you over Tawny's way. I'm going to go take some Panadol and have a bit of a rest. Hopefully get rid of this migraine before it turns into a full-blown migraine. And may or may not be back on later doing something else. So thanks for stopping by, guys. And I will catch you later.